Now a story making headlines around the world. Is this child a child or a grown woman?
Hi guys, so how are you doing today? Today's story, I don't know, y'all probably have seen this story a few years ago. I didn't pay much attention to it until it popped up. I don't know why it popped up in my feed, and I'm like, oh, what is this? Oh yeah, I remember that story was on the news, but I've never paid attention to it. And I'm like, oh yeah, let me watch it. So I've decided to do a video about it because I want to have your own opinion on the matter. Do you believe that this person was a child when she was adopted or she was an adult? It's not, I don't know. When you look at her, she can be both. She can pass as both a child and an adult. But I will let you know what I believe at the end of the after those clips. Okay, so after those clips. So let's watch. All right.
A Florida couple say they were duped into adopting her from Ukraine. They claim they were told she was only 6 years old, but then they say red flags started to pop up, leading them to believe that she was much older. On top of that, the child's adoptive father tells our Stephen Fabian she threatened to kill his family.
Oh
Is
boy.
this the face of a child or a woman posing as a child? Her name is Natalia, and in 2010, she was adopted by
In
Michael
that
and
picture, she
Christine
looks like a
Barnett.
child.
They were told she was originally from
There, she looks
Ukraine
like an
and was
adult.
afflicted with a form of dwarfism.
How old do you think she is at the time? Okay, at that moment, 6.
But questions about Natalia's age surfaced the first night they brought her home. Barnett was urgently called into the bathroom by his wife, who was bathing Natalia.
She's got this look on her face. She's white as a ghost. She's scared. And she just says, look. You think you have a 6-year-old in your house, and there are signs that she's already gone through puberty, which would make her much older than at
Oh
6
my
years
God.
old. Yeah.
And they say there was something else.
She's got a monthly cycle, and she's hiding it. And I'm stunned.
There was another red flag.
Technically, she is a Ukrainian adoptee. She's never spoken a word of it. She doesn't have a hint of an accent.
Hello and happy Thanksgiving.
The family already had 3 sons. One son, Jake, is a math genius who was profiled on 60 Minutes in 2012. In the segment, you can see Natalia sitting at the dinner table with the rest of the family.
She attempted to kill Christine twice.
According to Barnett, Natalia allegedly tried to poison his wife with a household cleaning product, Pine Sol.
She had poured the pine sol in her coffee. She just says blatantly, plainly, no emotion, I'm trying to kill you.
Oh my
I
God.
want you dead.
Barnett says Natalia expressed a desire to stab the entire family in their sleep. It was at that point that the Barnetts said they had enough. They decided to move and start a new life without their adopted daughter. They packed up their lives and headed north of the border to Canada, but they left Natalia to fend for herself all alone at this apartment in Lafayette, Indiana.
Whether she was 6 years old or 16 years old, I wouldn't have left her alone in the house, given that she has an handicap. She couldn't really feed for herself by herself because of the handicap. I wouldn't have done that. It wasn't right for them to do that.
Barnett's paid a year's rent for Natalia. He says Natalia is capable of taking care of herself since, in his opinion, she is an adult pretending to be a child. Barnett's lawyer, Terrence Kennard.
We have done a massive amount of research on this, looking at historical records, medical records, mental health records, and it is apparent that, A, this person is an adult and always has been when she was in the care of the Barnetts.
The Barnetts face 2 counts of felony neglect, charges that they say miss the point entirely.
Do you have any doubts that Natalia is an adult? Absolutely not. There's no doubt whatsoever.
Time.
There's been a lot of controversy, obviously, about your age because of the family that you were with before. How old are you?
I'm 16.
They say that you scammed them, that you lied about your age and came over here and terrorized them.
It's not true at all.
They both pleaded not guilty and say they believed she was 6 years old when they adopted her in 2010, but soon after, they began questioning Natalia's age.
The Marion County Superior Court ruled that her birth year would be changed from 2003 to 1989, effectively changing her from 8 to 22 years old.
Out of a story with Dr. Phil.
Why did they want to get rid of you so badly?
I don't know. I just know that a lot of stuff happened and Christine started questioning my age. They claim that they did bone scans and all that. I don't remember going through a bone scan. I remember going through a bone scan in Michigan.
And the bone scan in Michigan said she was 14.
I even have paperwork saying that.
And says she never tried to harm the Barnetts.
Did you ever stand at the foot of their bed, around their bed, in their room, watch them sleep with a knife in your hand?
No, never.
What is she, choking?
Did you ever want to stab them?
No.
What's your sense, I mean, on the whole age question? She says she's 16, the Burnett say she's an adult, and it's really hard to figure that out.
It is, George, and I don't think she knows. Now think about this. When you're a child, particularly coming from a group home in a foreign country where it's not like here, they didn't celebrate every one of her birthdays if she's in this group home. I don't think she knows how old she is. I think she knows the difference between 8 and 20.
She doesn't know how
but I
old
don't think she knows whether she was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I think for her to say, I'm 16, I don't think she really knows how old she is. But I do think she knows that she says now, according to the court, she would be 30. And I certainly don't think this individual is 30 years old. So I think the court has done a real miscarriage of justice here in re-aging her the way they have.
All right, people. So this is Dr. Phil once again talking about stuff he has no clue. That is not his field. He's saying that he doesn't believe that the girl is 30 years old. When there are ways, so many ways to find out. With the teeth, with her teeth, with her bones, with so many other things they can find out how old she is. If the court says that she is 30, wow, I believe she is. Because they wouldn't have declared her 30 without doing a bunch of tests. Okay? Dr. Phil, once again, saying just whatever, just like he did with Trump. Yeah, and there are so many red flags, people, with this person, child, adult. How can you explain a 6-year-old adopted from Ukraine, doesn't speak Ukrainian, doesn't and also speaks English with no accent? Even I'm still speaking English with accent. And what monthly period at 6 years old? Come on, people. No, 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 no. And what other stuff? I don't know. Maybe the Burnett make some stuff up because they were arrested for leaving her alone. But I don't know. Well, apparently when she was with the Burnett, she was 22 years old, not 6 years old, as she said. And um I don't know what to say. What do you believe, people? I would love to have your input on this. Do you truly believe that this person was 6 years old when she was with the Burnett? Or 22 years old, as the Burnett said she was? And I don't know. I think her not speaking Ukrainian, it's a red flag. Her speaking perfect English is also a red flag, because something is not right. Something is up. Something smells fishy in Denmark here. Yeah, that is all I wanted to say in the matter. Yeah, and also leaving her alone, even if she was 22, she could have taken care of herself by herself. They shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. I don't think my conscience would let me do that. But that's just me. Yeah, and that's all I wanted to say in the matter, people. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and tell me your opinion on the story. Okay, until next time, ciao.